Welcome in everybody to a very rainy Magic Kingdom parking lot. I have just been sitting here in my car waiting for the storm to pass, and it's finally lightened up, believe it or not. This is lightened up. So I have my umbrella with me. I'm thinking I'm gonna make a break for it, and it is gonna be a rainy Magic Kingdom evening because I'm here and I wanna go into Magic Kingdom. The reason I chose to come over to Magic Kingdom today is because we've got some major updates that are happening inside this park. One of the biggest being Carousel of Progress is completely changing. We knew that this was gonna get an update, but they are overhauling the entire thing, and this is a really big deal for Disney history, so we have to go pay a visit to the Carousel of Progress. And I just want to see everything that is happening in this park. There's a lot going on in here right now. We have some updates, I think, with the new construction happening for Piston Peak. I know there's now sections of the boardwalk in Frontierland that it's now closed. This park has got a lot going on at the moment, so we're gonna go ahead and have a good Magic Kingdom evening, and I think the rain might be stopping. This is what we're currently dealing with. You can see it looks questionable that way. And it really looks questionable that way, but I'm thinking that's what we just went through. I think it's moving that direction. So I want to say we're going to be good. There's like a patch of blue right here. So I think this is my opportunity. If we're going to make it into the park, I'm going to go right now. I got my umbrella with me, but look at this. I just got out of the car and there is a rainbow. I feel like that's a very good sign. It's going to be a good night. There is always a rainbow at the end of the storm, just like in life. We're gonna get a lot of iPhone clips tonight as well, I think. Trying to keep the good camera dry. I have made it up to the TTC. There's still a good amount of people coming in here for it being rainy like this, but look at this. Umbrella's down finally. I think we can do it. It's just kind of misting. I'm hoping we're gonna have a good night. Also, they're doing some construction here at the TTC. They have all these walls up around some of the ticket windows. Today seems like a good day to take the ferry boat over to Magic Kingdom. There is something that I love about the rain, like how peaceful it is. Do you guys hear that thunder? It may not be the most ideal situation, the rain, for a park day, but if you could just be sitting at home and watching the rain, listening to it, I do love a good summer rain. That is something that I really enjoy. And today we're enjoying it from Magic Kingdom. We're gonna take the ferry, that way we can get some views out here on the water. It's like just kind of misting right now.
For the General Joe Potter, please take your time. Watch your steps coming across the gangway.
I mean, look at this. This is really peaceful right here. I could just sail around Bay Lake and Seven Seas Lagoon, looking at the rain.
Copy, ready.
We will be arriving at our destination.
The rain's kind of picked up again, but look out that way, it's blue. That looks gorgeous.
A 7 Seas Lagoon, which took almost 3 years to excavate.
Again. Oh my gosh. It looks like it could get better though. You see that? I'm gonna be hopeful. On the weather app it says rain expected to stop in about 30 minutes, so we just gotta get through this little bit right here. The rain's not scaring anybody away. Disney people are prepared for anything. You just kind of go with it. We have made it into a very rainy Magic Kingdom. There's a lot of people taking shelter in any little spot that they can. I think we're gonna go straight back to ride Carousel of Progress because that is the main thing that we're here to do. And maybe by the time we get out of that, it's like a 30-minute show. Maybe then the rain will have stopped. Oh, that would have been a cool shot. There was just a flash of lightning right behind the castle. That would have been so cool to capture. It honestly, this seems like it's stopping. Oh, there's the thunder. I don't know what's happening at this point. I just spotted another rainbow over this direction, which is perfect. We're heading into Tomorrowland, so I think it's telling us there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day, which is what we're gonna go see. Once the rain stops, I'm going to tell you guys all about the update that is happening here to the Carousel of Progress. Right now I'm gonna go ride the ride. So I'm gonna flash to that footage and then we're gonna go ride the ride. And hopefully by the time I get out of the ride, the rain has stopped. That's what we're gonna hope for. Okay, I'm filming this a little out of order because as you can see now, the sun came out. Also, the train is going by behind me. I'll just wait a second. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize you could be this close to the train. I wanted to insert this clip talking about the announcements that we got and my thoughts on everything related to the Carousel of Progress before I then put in the footage of me riding the Carousel of Progress, which, spoiler alert, it worked out perfect that by the time I got in, watched the show, and then got out of the show, the rain had stopped. So that really did work in my favor. Basically, the Carousel of Progress as it is right now starts in the turn of the century and it goes all the way up till the final scene before the finale scene is 1940, and then it jumps from 1940 to the scene of the future. And over the years, they try to always update the final scene to bring in some type of relevance of what would be futuristic to us nowadays. But I guess over the years, it's become like a bigger and bigger jump to try to make that relevant. So Disney has decided they are going to completely overhaul the Carousel of Progress. It is now going to begin the very first scene in the 1960s and go through, it's like the 1960s to 1980s, 2000s, and then to a future scene. And I'm excited about it. I'm really optimistic about it. I think it would be good. I think it's something that needs to happen. I know if Walt was still here, he was the pioneer of progress and keeping the parks updated and finding ways to use new technology and keep things relevant. So I know that this is what Walt would want. However, my Disney history loving heart at the same time is kind of having a hard time with thinking that this version is going to go away, because this is pretty much the original version. Over the years, there's been a couple minor tweaks here and there, especially to the final scene. Like I said, that's the one that they usually go in and update every so often. But the main core of the show really has not changed since Walt Disney himself worked on this attraction. So in that sense, it kind of is heartbreaking. I would almost want to hope that maybe they could preserve this somewhere like as it is right now, in some type of Disney archives, and then just bring the new version here. So the history of the Carousel of Progress, Walt Disney and his team actually created this show for the 1964-1965 World's Fair in New York. And then from there, it went out to Disneyland. And then in 1975, it got its permanent home here in Magic Kingdom. So it has a big history with the Disney company. Actually, a really cool story from my family. My grandparents, one of their like early on dates that they went on, they always told the story that they were either newly dating or newly engaged, and they went up to the 1964 World's Fair in New York. And they would always tell me their memories of seeing the Carousel of Progress in New York at the New York World's Fair. I know that was always something special for my grandparents, and to this day special for my mom when she comes down here to Disney, getting to see this show. So for that reason, the fact that this is iconic, this is so historic in the Disney company and Disney history, that has me very sad, like that it's gonna go away. However, hearing what they're gonna do has me pumped. Like, I am excited for what they're going to bring in here. I'm going to go through all of the different show scenes that they talked about. It's important to also note the show is going to begin with Walt Disney. They're going to have the Walt Disney animatronics similar to the one that they have out in Disneyland currently. And this is what we've known was going to happen. Disney told us back last year that they were going to bring the Walt Disney animatronic to the Carousel of Progress here in Florida. And I think a lot of us just assumed it was going to be in the opening scene. He was going to introduce the Carousel of Progress, and then that would go from from there. But then just this week they announced that yes, that's going to be the opening scene, but then it's going to go into a whole brand new overhauled Carousel of Progress from that point. But yeah, the fact we're going to have a Walt Disney animatronic and representation of Walt Disney here in Magic Kingdom, I think that's just going to be absolutely incredible. So Act 1 is going to be the 1960s, which this is just wild that the opening scene is actually going to be taking place in the decade that the 1964 World's Fair would have been in. That is really crazy. And specifically, Disney went on to say that the scene that we're going to see from the 1960s, it is going to be in the summer of 1969, and the Carousel family is going to be gathered around their television witnessing one of humanity's greatest achievements, the moon landing. So I think that's going to be really cool. Then we're going to move on to the second act, which is going to be the 1980s. And this is really crazy that now all of these different decades are going to be ones that all of us living in this generation can find a way to relate to. Like, I know my parents can relate to the 1980s. I'm gonna be able to relate to when we get to the new millennium, the 2000s. Like, this is just, I think, a really neat concept. Got like a really weird lighting situation happening at the moment, but we're gonna go with it. So the 1980s scene where everything is bigger and better, and here we're gonna see the family on Halloween night 1985, and Sarah's gonna take over. That's the wife in this. Oh, and that's important to note, it's still gonna be the same family, John, Sarah, their kids, Jimmy and Patty. It's gonna still revolve around them, which I think is so special. Like, of course you have to keep that family around. They're iconic and they live forever, truly, in this universe. So Sarah's gonna be taking center stage and talking about how all of the gadgets are making their family's life a lot easier. And then also they did include that Uncle Orville is still gonna have his iconic line of no privacy at all around this place in this scene somehow. So I'm very interested to see how that's gonna go down. Then we move on to act number 3, the new millennium. I was a late 90s baby and grew up in the 2000s, so I think that this is going to be really cool to see something depicted that is basically of my childhood, the time frame that I grew up in. And in this new millennium scene, it's actually going to be taking place on New Year's Eve 1999, so ringing in the new millennium. Once again, I like how they're going through the different seasons, because if you notice in this show, it starts off with Valentine's Day, then it goes to, I believe, 4th of July, then to Halloween, and then Christmas is in the final scene. And so I like that in this version as well, it seems like there's always some type of holiday that we're revolving around. It also says in here from this post from the Disney Parks blog, if you're anything like my family, not everyone is making it till midnight. Grandpa has already nodded off for the big countdown, while Grandma sneaks the TV over to wrestling while no one is looking. And so that's gonna be, once again, like the same similar nod to what we have in the current show. That's a scene that takes place. So I like that they're keeping a lot of the same little jokes and things that were funny from the original version. It seems like they're gonna do a good job of bringing those things over. And then we go to Act 4, the final scene, the possible future. As we reach the end of our show, we see the family one last time in the distant future in an out of this world home. So this is meant to now take place in the future, because when you see the final like futuristic scene in this current version, all the things that are happening are things that could happen nowadays. Like, it's the present. You're like, okay, this is updated technology. They have VR, they have all the home gadgets and things, and those are things that they have added over the years. But yeah, right now it's at a point that everything that's in it is current. There's the train again. That's loud. There it goes. Okay, I think it's done. So they're now going to have this finally set in the future. They're gonna make it look futuristic even for our current generation. So I think that's gonna be really cool. And it's just so cool. You can see from the concept art here, they said that they are really trying to pay homage and looking back to the original concept art pieces. And I can just tell they're gonna be doing a great job with this. Like, it really seems like from what they've described, they're putting a lot of thought into this. So that's my take. I'm optimistic, I'm excited, but this is one of those things, like I was saying, I also have the thoughts of like, oh my gosh, this is, you know, the original version and it's so special to get to see this. So in that way, I'm also a little bit sad. So let me know how you're feeling. What are your thoughts on this? But I think we should go ride it right now. I'm gonna throw back to the footage of us experiencing the Carousel of Progress. Oh, also, something that I looked out for this time, and you're gonna see in the footage, there is supposed to be a cat in every single scene. Now, years ago when I did the Marceline to Magic Kingdom tour here at Magic Kingdom, that was something that our tour guide told us about, was that a lot of people know Rover. He's the iconic family dog who you see in every single scene. He's right there with John. However, a fun fact is that not only is the dog there, there's also some type of a cat represented in every room. And in the past, I've only been able to find the cat in 3 of the 4 rooms. And one of the rooms, I have to add, it's not meant to look like a real cat. It's a cat decoration in the Halloween scene. But let's try to look out for it right now in the footage. You guys let me know in the comments if you know where to find the 4th cat that I'm missing. Yeah, look at that rainbow. I don't know if you can see it too well. This one's not as bright as the other one. The moat's still drained down here, but we're getting so much rain, it's kind of naturally filling it in a bit. It has been rainy the past couple days. Oh, there's the rainbow. There's a lot of people going into Carousel of Progress. It's either because they heard the news or the fact that it's raining. Could be a combination of both. There was one time a couple years ago that I was here at Magic Kingdom. I got stuck in the rain, and I think I rode Carousel of Progress like 4 times in a row because I just was trying to stay out of the rain, so like I would get out and then like go right back in. And that was really fun. That's an iconic memory I have. Oh, it looks like it's loading right now. Maybe we can get into this show. This is a continually moving theater. The whole thing rotates, so it's like every about like 5 minutes or so, 5 to 7 minutes, the doors will open and they can load a new group into that section of the theater. So this one's always good to get on quick. I always like, as you're waiting to board, they have the Sherman Brothers up here with Walt.
Just the movie one for the whole parade. Here, for example, is the scale model of the electric carousel theater. The theater in which the audience itself moves in the seats around the stage. The actors, well, they're not real people, but they are a talented and interesting cast.
That's so cool. Walter now explaining about the rotating theater, and that's literally what it's doing right behind us.
The same kind of exciting and unique entertainment is what we're trying.
There they're showing the 1964 World's Fair.
I had the honor of performing in that original show some 30 years ago.
You're in for a real treat. The Carousel of Progress was Walt's own idea from beginning to end. He loved it. He introduced the show at the World's Fair in New York City in 1964, and it was an immediate smash hit. Millions of people came to see it. And since then, the Carousel of Progress has had more performances than any other stage show in the history of American theater. You know, Walt loved the idea of progress, and he loved the American family. And he himself was probably as American as anyone could possibly be. He thought it would be fun to watch the American family go through the 20th century, experiencing all the new wonders as they came.
Shining at the end of every day, there's a great big beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow is just a dream away.
It's a dream come true, beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day.
Yeah, it looks like the Robins are getting ready to celebrate Valentine's Day today. What year is it? Oh, right around the turn of the century. And believe me, things couldn't be any better than they are today. Yes, sir, buildings are towering now as high as 20 stories. The moving pictures flicker up on a big screen. And isn't our new icebox a beauty? Look at that. Holds 50 pounds of ice. Milk doesn't sour as quick as it used to. I was reading about a fellow named Tom Edison who's working on an idea for snap-on electric lights.
Electric lights? No more kerosene, no more gas.
Sarah sure gets to the core of the apple.
There's the cat in the first
I told
room.
you to ask my permission before using my new stereoscope. It's not a toy, you know.
Ooh la la. So that's little Egypt doing the hoochie coochie, eh, Dad?
Isn't she a knockout? She's the star of the new World's Fair in St. Louis, and you put that away before your mother finds it.
Aw, Dad.
You heard me.
It's a dream come true for you to be shining at the end of every day.
You know that pilot fella, Charles Lindbergh? He's about to fly a single-wing airplane all the way across the Atlantic. He's never going to make it. And sports stadiums are springing up all over. You can travel from New York to Los Angeles by train in only 3 days. And we've got a house full of new electrical servants. Mr. Edison sure added life to our home. Whoa there, you blew a fuse. Crap, that's the third one this week. I buy fuses by the case. Uh-oh, and I've blown the whole neighborhood again. She's got us all roped into performing in their program.
And I've decided we're going as George and Martha Washington, dear.
Oh, the father of our country.
Choose the music for the program.
I did, Pop. Listen to this.
Oh, it's a nice tune, Jimmy. You know, with our new Crosley radio set, we can get news and big-time entertainment from all over the country, even Pittsburgh. Uncle Orville's taken over the coolest spot in the house, of course, and he's rigged up a real clever contraption. He calls it air cooling. Too bad he's not reading the help wanted ads.
No privacy at all around this place.
Sorry, Orville. You know, considering all the... Oh, coming, Martha, as I was saying, considering all the conveniences we now have, I'll say that we're really on easy street these days. It just can't get any better.
Okay, so that was the first time I didn't see the cat in the second room. In the Halloween scene, the cat is actually a piece of decor on the wall right here.
Come true, so there's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. Big beautiful tomorrow.
Well, it's another Halloween here in the fabulous 40s. Everything is better than ever now. And we've got some amazing new wonders around the house to prove it. For instance, our refrigerator holds more food and ice cubes. And thanks to our automatic dishwasher, oh, I don't have to dry the dishes anymore after supper. Gives Rover and me more time to enjoy our evening stroll together. Later, boy. Oh, and here's something else that's new. Today, when millions of people will learn Latin and Greek sitting in front of their TV sets.
Are you awake, dear? Give him a left, you big lord.
Ah, yes, a new age of electronic civilization is upon us.
Hey, Dad, what are you
And now we go on to the final scene. So it literally jumps from the 40s to the most present time. And this scene I think has the cutest cat. He's in the Christmas box.
It's a dream come true. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow. Just a dream away.
Isn't it a pleasant holiday? Oh, turkey's in the oven, it's peaceful and quiet.
Yes! 300 points, my best score yet.
Well, it was peaceful until Santa brought that new virtual reality space pilot game.
Your turn, Grandma. Let's switch the image over to the TV so the resident flying ace can show you how it works. Now, it's a little tricky. Just use your game glove to fly behind the other guy and blast him with your laser blaster.
Laser blaster? Well, I'll give it a try.
Take a look around, Grandma. You're in the ship.
Feels like I'm really there.
Oh, you missed him.
Hey, everybody. I'm done programming our new voice activation system.
Now all our household items will do anything we tell them to do.
Well, tell the refrigerator to bring me a root beer.
Well, it can't quite do that.
Temperature to 375.
Temperature increase to 375.
Look at it, Dad. It even talks back.
Reminds me of certain people I know.
Yeah, right, Dad.
You gotta lose them, Grandma. Bank to the right.
Remember Dad's turkey last year?
Yeah, that thing really smoked up the place when it burned, didn't it?
We ended up microwaving frozen pizzas.
Well, no need to worry about the turkey this year. Not with an oven that will do anything your father tells it to do.
Ooh, good shot.
Did you see that?
Dad, Grandma's up to 550 points.
Did you say 550? Hey, she's getting the hang of that thing.
I can't believe all the new gadgets they've got now. You know, in my day.
Oh, no. You're not going to tell us about the old days when you didn't even have a car phone.
Trish, for a while we didn't even have a house phone. Not to mention laser discs, high-def TV. Everything is automated today.
No privacy at all around this place.
Sorry, Oracle. Anyway, you guys don't know how good you got it nowadays.
You know, my grandpa told me the very same thing when I was a kid.
Take that, you nincompoop!
Hey, check it out, Dad. Grandma's up to 975 points.
Wow, 975?
Temperature increase to 975. Big motor overload. Command error.
John, what's wrong with the oven?
What,
Big load complete. Enjoy your meal.
Anyone for pizza?
Oh, another Christmas turkey ruined.
Man, what a game. I really smoked those guys. Looks like I'm resident flying ace now.
Oh, that's 2 out of 3, Grandma.
Later, kid. Boy, that was fun. What will they think of next?
Who knows? We've got a whole new century waiting for us out there.
Yeah, and maybe sometime in the new century, your father will learn how to talk to our oven.
well, maybe by then ovens will read our minds. But hey, as long as we're all here and happy and together for the holidays, who cares if I burned our Christmas turkey?
I do. I'm starving.
Don't worry, Dad. Someday, everything's going to be so automated, you won't ever have to cook another Christmas turkey again.
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow. Shining at the end of every day.
Amazing. There's sun as we get out of the Carousel of Progress. Perfect. Look at that. Oh, look at this cardinal that just came down to join me. Hello. It actually has now turned out to be a gorgeous evening, so I'm glad that I did this. Let's see if we can go get on some rides. Oh wow, Space Mountain's only 35 minutes. That's really good. I'd love to ride Haunted Mansion. I haven't done that in a while. That's one of my favorite rides in this park. Now Buzz Lightyear says it's 50 minutes, but there's hardly any outside queue. I bet that's not a full 50.
Thank you so much.
Oh, while it's still daylight, this is what I wanted to come and check out because I saw online that closed off part of my favorite boardwalk. I love this boardwalk here in Frontierland. And let me tell you, when Starlight Parade is happening, this boardwalk serves as like the best cut through to be able to avoid the chaos of the parade route, because all of this is parade viewing then, so you have to either wait for the parade to pass or somehow get yourself over to that side. So it was nice having this boardwalk open, and it seems like portions of it are still open, but not all of it. So this something to note if you're coming here, and it's interesting for the future of this area. I'm now wondering if the boardwalk's gonna be the waterway that we see in the concept art, if they're bumping the whole thing out. I thought they were gonna maybe keep the boardwalk, but now I'm not so sure. You see, it's right here, just across from the Diamond Horseshoe. They have the walls up. You can no longer walk on this portion of the boardwalk, so I guess they're getting ready to do something here. They have a structure that's super close right here, so I'm wondering maybe this will become the new waterway. And then we'll have pathway to walk on that side. But then up here, I think there is still part of the boardwalk open, so I'm very confused how they're doing this. If anybody knows more about construction and has some insight, let me know. What do we think's happening? They have these walls all up here around these trees. These are a lot of walls, actually. They got rid of the Big Al's food booth that was here. I think Westward Ho, the merchandise cart, I believe that one's days is numbered. But right here you can see there's still the boardwalk path. Right here is the part you cannot access. It could honestly just be like if they're doing construction on this side or this side, maybe they're cutting trees. It could just be a safety thing that they can't have people on this bit of the boardwalk. Or they might be getting rid of this permanently. This boardwalk was always like my perfect little secret cut through when I was trying to avoid the crowds. I am really gonna miss this here if they get rid of this. And it is crazy looking over into what was Rivers of America, and they still have a bunch of trash down there. Like somebody had found, there was like old cell phones. Those were probably underwater for, oh my gosh, probably like 20 years, some of them. This whole park, this is another one that there's just big changes coming. Really big changes. Oh, this one right here, is this one Westward Ho? A lot of people are thinking that this one's days are numbered due to some permits that Disney filed. Ah, yes it is. Okay, so I have to correct myself. This one is still open. It was Big Al's, the merchandise cart, that left. Oh my gosh, Big Thunder Mountain is currently 80 minutes right now. That is insane. This is like opening day. Well, the rain definitely didn't scare anybody off of coming to Magic Kingdom. Oh my gosh, guys, look, there's a rocket launch. That's pretty cool. I don't think I had ever seen a rocket launch in Magic Kingdom before. I've seen one in Epcot, I've seen one from Disney Springs. That's pretty cool. Oh, I may not be riding Haunted Mansion tonight. It looks like this is the line all the way back here. It says it's only a 20-minute wait, but I'm not sure about that. I did want to see, though, it looks like they still have the scrim up. They're doing work on the exterior of the mansion. Small World's only a 5-minute wait. Let's see what Peter Pan is, because I always say that's the indicator of the park crowds typically. It doesn't look too backed up. It is, oh, it's in the 40s, 45. Okay, that's not bad. I love what they've done. Bringing the castle back to its classic colors. It looks so good. I love this time of night on Main Street as the sun is setting and the lights are on. It's so nice. There's something about this right here. Oh, they made some patriotic window displays. This is new. Oh, that's really cool. Look at that. You got Minnie over here. And then Mickey. Oh, they're playing badminton. They have a scorecard there. I just popped in the confectionery and grabbed myself a little Coke slushie for the road. It is so hot out here. It is like muggy, so it's nice out, but definitely muggy. So this will be nice to kind of quench my thirst right now while I drive home. Well, I have made it back to my car. My hair is so frizzy right now. I truly got caught in the rain tonight. You know, I feel like we made the most out of a rainy night at Magic Kingdom. Like I was saying at the beginning of this video, there's something truly beautiful about the rain, so I feel like it was a good night. We made it into Magic Kingdom. We got to see Carousel of Progress. I'm gonna make it my goal to try to watch Carousel of Progress as many times as I can until July 6th. Oh, I don't think I talked about that. This attraction as it is right now goes away on July 6th. So in Disney Talk, that usually means you have until July 5th to be able to experience it in its current version. So I'm gonna try to make sure that every time I'm here in Magic Kingdom, I stop and appreciate it and get to just document it. I wanna try to film the entire thing at some point and just preserve this, because this is a piece of Disney history. But I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for coming with me to Magic Kingdom tonight. Make today magical, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye guys.